Good afternoon. I'm Lucano. You're watching Mundobitcoin with the weekly analysis from the 31st of March and it goes until the 8th of April of 2014. This is the situation so far. As you can see, this is Bitstamp in multiple time frames. But before we go into the multiple time frames, let's have a look at what's happening with the monthly chart. Today is the last day of the third month of March of 2014. And so far we see situations that we might generate new retracements, new corrections, because how weak the price is right now is obviously a concern from the buyers at that point. It brings opportunities buy currency on the low price, or you buy in support, you sell on resistance, simple as that. But one important thing is, when will be the right time to buy that it can benefit you to obviously generate sufficient profit in order to push the price, in order to push your performance. Well, that's the key point at this part of the game. And so far, as you can see right now, the previous rally that we all experienced with historical highs in 1163 is not happening that often anymore, and it's not bringing enough opportunities to see the price go into that area. However, it's a young currency, it's a young market. A lot of things are happening outside the trading industry that it might bring opportunities on the long run. But so far, the currency is adjusting about what the needs of the market are showing us at the moment. And so far, these corrections, it might be something positive in some way, maybe not so much for the people that bought at this particular area. They might have to wait a little bit longer to see a little bit of profits coming their way. But so far, this particular retracement, we might find a reaction in these particular bottom tail areas, which are located at 400, and the last one is at 382.21. We might see a price bounce back from the buyers in a small time frames, such as 3-day chart and obviously daily chart, trying to build lower highs, but because overextended trends might cancel those particular patterns, we might see consolidations and breakups that can deny these particular retracements, and why no higher lows can bring intraday opportunities, and that's where we can get in the market and try to get as many profit as possible. So right now, this is the multiple time frames of Bitstamp. As you can see, the weekly chart is still very overextended now and is trying to reach the bottom support, which is located, the bottom tail support, which is located at 400. The major one is at 382, and the last case scenario, the worst case scenario, 143. Yes, the price has enough space. There is no obstacles apart from these points of reaction, or these levels, major supports, that it might bring opportunities for the buyers to push the price back up again, bring those patterns that can become lower highs failures, and why not price try to consolidate, break up. A new higher low can bring a new rally. We don't know yet, but so far buyers are not in control. Sellers have a lot of volume coming in, and they still try to push towards 400. And there's a small cluster in the daily chart that I'm going to show you, and that cluster is located at 431, and that might be the cluster that it can bring the opportunity of for the price to react at that point. But so far, the currency right now is experiencing 436. That's the lowest area that is being visited by the price itself. And this is the 3-day chart. As you can see, the retracement continues. There is not much to tell apart from the fact that it's almost reaching the 400 mark. We'll see what happens, but at this point, you might want to buy or you might want to wait. Just keep an eye on it and make sure that your strategy is working close to your trading plan. Very important. And last but not least, this is the daily chart. This is what's happening so far. Price is still very low, very weak. We have a lower high. It might end up being overextended, and we might reach 400 anytime soon. We need to see a little bit of more momentum from the buyer's side, but so far there is no recommendations at the moment unless we see a new potential uptrend coming, denying lower highs in the small time frames intraday wise, or in the last case scenario, a potential consolidation in major time frames such as 240-minute charts intraday wise might bring these opportunities along the way. This is so far what's happening, and we might experience potential counter trends during the week. I'm Lucano. This is Mundobitcoin. Have a great day trading and a very successful week. See you around. Goodbye.